All right. Pretty sure by now you already know who won the fight. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and considering it was on TV, I shouldn't really have to do a recap, so I'm just gonna kind of talk about it. But let's see what they're talking about on Twitter real quick. Oh yeah, that headbutt, the effects of the headbutts are really there, and any punch will just swell it. So man, look, stop it. Dude ain't get headbutted, but he did get thrown. And but we'll cover that a little later. What else we got? I want to say a lot about it, but I'll keep it to myself. Hey, well, I'm glad you didn't, because I haven't seen it yet. By the way, if you don't know who that is, that's Alicia Baumgartner, and she is fine as I don't know what. Go check out her page. But Terrence just he put that work on him. It ain't really much else to say except for that. I mean, like once he got Kel's speed down, his range down, and once he lined him up right, see how deep he got over to that right, man, he couldn't do nothing. It was either going to be a straight left or check right, because like, all right, the same way when you're facing a lefty, the same way certain punches you can line up against a lefty, like any real strategist to tell you, against a righty, the best punch, well, against a lefty, the best punch you can line them up with is a straight right or a check left hook. And the reason why that is because of the angles. When you're fighting somebody that's a lefty, your feet are like, it's like mirror image compared to when you're fighting somebody that's regular or whatever. I forget the term you use for it. Orthodox. Yeah. When somebody's fighting with an orthodox style, your feet are opposite. But when you're lefty on righty, it's mirror image. So that angle is very important. But those same punches that apply for a righty against a lefty also works for a lefty against a righty. That's why most lefties have deadly straight lefts. So with that being said, that was a beautiful check right hook he hit him with. He stepped over and clocked him. He never saw it. And I'm gonna be honest, it threw me off because I thought it was a straight left at first. But he caught him with a wicked check right. And he just stepped over ever so slightly, and to make it worse, Kel stepped into it. So he really never saw it coming. And look how he was blinking and stuff afterwards. He was definitely stunned. But the foot positioning, and see, that's what I'm saying, man. Terrence, his timing, and I don't think people understand that dude hit harder than what y'all think, man. Y'all looking and saying he's skinny, this, that, and the third. Tell these guys that. Maybe sooner or later, maybe people start saying he on steroids too, cause he came up with what, 130, and his power seemed to be, like, to be honest with you, and I'm not trying to put nothing out on the dude, but it kind of seemed like he hit harder now than he did when he was at 130 or 135. Well, it seemed like he hit the same, to be honest with you, but you can't really put that on him because he got the frame for it anyway. But Kel was game, but wasn't game enough, I guess. But I don't think they're going to give Terrence's credit for this, which they should. He did what he had to do, and I do think Kel was a credible opponent. It's just you talking about the best fighter in the world right there when you're looking at Terrence Crawford. That ain't no cupcake. And that's something a lot of people got to take in mind. That's the best fighter in the world, and he can make himself look good when he fight, and he can make himself look somewhat worse than what he actually is as a fighter when he gets in fights and decides he wants to fight. But if Terrence wanted to just go in there and box and smoke you that way, trust me, he could do that very easily. But it's his mentality. He has a fighter's mentality. So Man, I hope I don't get no copyright claim on this video. But this was on ESPN, so I don't think that'll be a big deal. But at the end of the day, he did what he had to do. So, but real quick, I do want to cover the fight before. I think it was Moioney, whatever the guy's name. I'll figure it out in a second. Hold on, let me.
But instead, they waited for the end of the fight, which they still said no, there was no red blood. But instead, they waited for the end of the fight, which they're still allowed to look, and they kept with it to protect the referee who didn't know what the hell he was doing.
And you care to comment about the exchange you had with Bob Bennett ringside afterwards?
I'm just telling him I'm absolutely disgusted. I mean, people blame me because I'm the promoter. I got nothing to do with the goddamn thing. I just want a fair adjudication. They made a mistake. The referee made a mistake, and they have his back. It's clear. I mean, it's not even close.
What do you do going forward, Bob? This is where all your fights have been.
Get the fuck out of Vegas.
Yeah, Bob, you can be mad all you want on this one, but it is what it is, man. I mean, like, it don't seem to be an issue when it's your fighter getting the benefit of the doubt. But the fact of the matter is, Moioney didn't deserve the win. He thumbed the guy, man. Like, it ain't nothing. It ain't no other way around it. He got thumbed in the eye. Now, if you want to argue, he didn't get headbutted. I get it. But you telling me Joshua Franco deserved to lose his title after getting thumbed in the eye by Andrew Moioney? You telling me he's supposed to lose his title? And what I really want to know is what the scorecards were, because I tuned, well, yeah, I ain't gonna say I tuned out, but I was trying to catch a little bit of the Katie Taylor fight in between, but I'm sorry, he thumbed the guy. It ain't nowhere in the world he deserved that, especially after 3 rounds. Come on, man. But I would like to know who was winning. But that's pretty much all I got. This Head Busting Boxing Fight Doctor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know, how did you like Crawford's performance? Did you think that was an A+ performance, or did you think Kell Brook came and mailed it in? Remember, he didn't even have a trainer. Well, yeah, like his trainer, not his trainer anyway. So I mean, I don't know. But I thought it was a good win. We're talking about the #1 pound for pound. But hopefully next fight will be Sean Porter or somebody like that. And number 2, did you think that Joshua Franco should have lost his title for being thumbed in the eye? I say hell no. That's pretty much all I got. This Head Busting Boxing Zone Fight Doctor. I am out.
And they have his back. It's clear. I mean, it's not even close.
What do you do going forward, Bob? This is where all your fights have been.
Get the fuck out of Vegas.